Lord has chosen.
Patience is a tricky one, isn't it? Some people find it so easy. For others, it's a little harder. How many people have eaten the sweet that was on their chair? 1, 2, 3, 4. A few. How many haven't and have still got their sweet? Press it down. That has showed great patience. If you want to eat your sweet now, you're more than welcome to. And I know those who've already eaten their sweet are searching out more sweets now, aren't you? But sometimes, of course, we find things that are much harder to wait for than a starburst. Yeah, waiting for a sweet for an hour. For some of you, it's more tricky than the others, but actually, it's okay. We can manage that. But sometimes there are things that are really hard to wait for. Or people that frustrate us in a way that perhaps cause us to need to be really patient, because everyone's different. And sometimes things happen that frustrate us. But we are called to wear patience, to clothe ourselves with patience. And yeah, sometimes that means being patient when we're stuck in a traffic jam. Sometimes it means being patient when someone in our family isn't acting perhaps in the way we'd like them to. Sometimes it's being patient when we're waiting on God for something. When we want a plan to work out, or when we promise that something will happen and it hasn't happened. But in the Bible it says, God makes all things beautiful in his time. And that can be a really hard verse to hold on to sometimes, because we have our timing, don't we? The timing that we like things to happen, whether that is the timing we like to go through the traffic lights, the timing we want our internet to work at, or the timing of that breakthrough in prayer that we would like to see happen. But we are called to clothe ourselves with compassion, with kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. But above all, we are called to clothe ourselves with love. Each day, that is what we are called to put on. Whoever we come into contact with, wherever we are, whatever we do, we are called to clothe ourselves with the love of God. But we don't do that because it's just a nice idea. We don't do that because we're just told that that's the right thing to do or that's the good thing to do. The very start of our Bible passage said, "You are the people of God. He loved you and chose you for his own." And so today, as we think about what it means to clothe ourselves with love, first of all, we must know that we are loved. That God loves us, that God chose us, right as we are. Whatever we wear, whether sometimes we make the wrong choice and we end up putting on that grumpy coat, those anxiety trousers, that vanity bag, we are still loved, we are still chosen by God. But each day we get to choose what we wear, what we show the world. Wherever we go, we carry those things. And we get to make that choice. We get to choose right now in this moment. We get to choose tomorrow morning when we are selecting our clothes out the wardrobe, our physical clothes, whether it's a shirt or shorts. We also get to choose what clothes we are going to wear. The compassion, the kindness, the humility, the gentleness, the patience, and the love. And we're going to listen to a song in a moment called "Clothed in Love." But as we do that, at the front, I've got a couple of little suitcases. And in these suitcases is a cutout of an item of clothing with that Bible passage on. And sometimes we're not at home, sometimes we're traveling, we've got a suitcase. And so as you come, and if you'd like to come and take one of those verses and take it home as a reminder each day to choose to clothe yourselves with love.